Hi, everyone. Welcome back. This is part two of a two-part recap. If you're wondering where part one was, well, go check in the feed and be sure to subscribe so that way you always get your episodes. But enough of that. Let's get right back into the episode. So anyway, what were we talking about? Oh, yeah. Stacey's basically saying, are you open to being friends with people that Kay doesn't like, or are you just always going to be like have Kay's side on this whole situation? And so Angel's like, well, the question is, do I have room? Yes, I do. But you guys will get to know me. She keeps on like teasing that like when they get to Nevis, they're going to get to know Angel. Like it's like going to be the premiere of Batman or something. Like 3 days until the big premiere of my personality, guys. So can't wait. Everyone want to book a session with me to get to know me because it's going to be fabulous.
Wendy says, okay, we're waiting. Well, I have room in my heart. Okay, but, listen. And Giselle's like, well, that's the thing. We don't want you to feel like you're just here for Kay. Yeah, maybe I should be more fun and inviting then to her. She goes, well, we have several days to have fun. We have several days. So let's talk about it later because let's have fun. Let's have fun. I'm going to keep saying that until we actually have fun. But I'm going to keep saying let's have fun while I start fights with everybody so that they don't have fun.
I know, right? You've been all released from the table. So Kierna needs to calm down because she's mad. And she's like, she has to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 herself a little bit before she can reemerge. So in an effort for Angel to show everyone her personality, and so that way they all get to know who she is and to see that she is actually a very fun person that they should get to know, she stays downstairs with Kierna while they all are upstairs partying.
Yeah. So now they have another twerk break on the boat. And they're trying to make Stacey dance, and they're making fun of her twerk because she can't do it. And Wendy's like, you've had a whole year between this year and last year to learn to twerk, and nothing. F-.
So they finally, and they're like having so much fun, and Kierna is just downstairs, upset again, sulking. Angel is, making her feel better because Angel really is torn. I think Angel does want to get to know the other women, but I think she started to do that at the beginning of the season. And then Kierna basically guilted her into like, you better have my back. You have to be by my side. So now Angel is sitting there out of obligation to Kierna, waiting to break free, but she's doing it. She's missing out on times to show, like in this time to show people that she actually can be fun. So they arrive at the island. And they get to the hotel, and this guy Mitchell greets them and everything, and gives them all the usual stuff like the beverages and yada yada yada,
golf carts, etc. So on the golf cart, Giselle is telling Ashley, "Well, I want to talk about that picture." She goes, "Oh, I want to know what you mean." "Well, we're going to talk about it at dinner." I'm like, "What picture? Oh my God, what kind of crazy, story have they found on somebody? What madness is Giselle going to bring to this season? This kind of flailing around with nothing going on." So Giselle's like, I'm not really on social media that much. But I did see a picture of Tia and Angel. And I'm like, oh my God, were they fucking a goat? Was the goat fucking them?
Yeah.
What was in this picture? So then they show the picture, and it's just Tia and Angel. It's a side by side. And she goes, I saw Tia. I recognize Tia. The other person, I literally had to figure out who this person was because this is not that girl. And they show the picture, and her filter is crazy. It looks nothing like her. I don't know who the hell this person is supposed to be. But
it was
it's
AI.
Also Real Housewives, it was like, and it's kind of normal.
Yeah, but like, listen, we have grown used to Gretchen Rossi's like smudge filter airbrushing for her face, where it's just like 2 eyeballs over a gradient. Like we have a certain amount of tolerance for these filters, and we're used to them. But this is above and beyond. This is
this
is a whole other
beyond.
face.
I mean, Meredith Marks looks like a Bratz doll in hers. Who else is really? Marge is pretty bad with them. Marge and Dolores are both pretty bad. Dolores even face tunes her husband, or not her husband, but her boyfriend Paulie to look crazy. I mean, this is a standard Housewives thing, don't you think?
Jill Zarin, I think, has a new face these days, but I think that like it's one thing to be filtered and you sort of like the cheeks come out and everything, but this was truly a different face. This was something that was run through ChatGPT, which was like, give me an AI version of my face. This was a different person. I was really trying to see her facial features in it, and I was like, okay, something is something is amiss here.
Yeah, and Ashley's like, Harpo, who is that woman? So, now they're going to make a storyline out of someone using filters. Which, wow. So now we cut to Angel zoning out in the other golf cart, not knowing what's coming for her. So we get to the hotel. Everybody has rooms and they have personalized robes and flowers. And everybody's like, oh my God, there's even a pink carpet going into the place, which Giselle set up. And so Giselle gives room assignments and they're in her villa right now. Ashley's going to stay with her. It's gorgeous. And across that way is a nanny's quarter. And because I love a British nanny, I thought I would put you there, Tia. And Wendy's like, oh no, not a nanny quarters, okay? Not a nanny quarters, daughter. What are you, a daughter of 10 years? Nanny quarters, not that.
Yeah, Tia's like, it's giving me Nanny McPhee, which is funny because I'm wondering, was Nanny McPhee a bigger movie in England than it was here? Because I was like, what was Nanny McPhee? And I looked it up as that Emma Thompson movie. I was like, okay, sure. So they're all like, you know, when they all start reading these like letters that they got from Giselle. And as soon as they all start reading the letters, they put a filter up on the screen to be like, blah, blah, blah. They're like, to say like, oh, look at all this flowery language and lovely words that Giselle used to greet everyone. You just know someone's going to get the raw end of this. Like there's shade coming up and you're just waiting for it to happen. And it turns out that it's Stacey. Everyone gets a personalized robe and a note, and Stacey gets an oversized robe with no monogram on it or no like embroidery on it and a blank note. So it's not even that she doesn't have a note. She just has a blank piece of paper. It's so rude.
Where's my message? Wait, I think there must be a mistake. I'm sure I had a message. Stacey, your robe doesn't even have your name on it. Just where's my name? And your bag doesn't have anything on it. She goes, wow. And Jazzy goes, and the robe is a size large. Wow, you're not a size large.
It's truly like a mean girl tactic. It's so mean, but like Stacey, rather than crumble, is just like, okay, well, that's fine. And she just sort of was like looking at the camera like these fucking idiots. So Giselle's like, so Stacey and I are still at a quandary. I am unsure who she is and what she is, so I just couldn't see it within me to put her name on her robe when I don't know who this robe is, who this hoe is. Okay, like you were so rude. It's so mean, but I was laughing.
Maybe I'll earn some embroidery by the end of the trip. So she's like, yeah, whatever. It takes a lot not to think of me, doesn't it, Giselle? I see you, Giselle. I see you. You know, I've been on the receiving end of Giselle's darkness before. And then we see a flashback to 2022, Giselle refusing to hug Wendy. So I feel for Stacey, but it ain't me, so I'm okay. I don't care.
So Angel's asking Kierna how she feels about after the boat ride. And Kierna's like, honestly, I'm like totally fine. Like, I'm not surprised. Like, it's giving on brand. And Wendy says, well, I feel like there's two factions in the group. It's Giselle, Ashley, Tia, Wendy, Stacey, Jassy. And then it's Angel and Kay. I'm like, that's not two factions. That's like the group and two outsiders. Two people out of a group of what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, those are just outsiders.
And Angel talking to Kierna is saying, oh, it's so crazy. Like, it was really rude of Wendy not to say anything at all when she saw me. I mean, she almost didn't say anything to me the entire time in the airport. So flashback to the airport. We see that. And Kierna's like, wait, did she
see them
say
saying
anything?
Hi to her, which is, no, we see them at the airport and Wendy goes up and hugs Angel and says hi. So, I mean, but I'm sure Wendy was frosty after that. I'm not going to discount Angel on that.
And she says, well, you know, it's crazy because people who have class and couth, they generally know how to greet somebody. But we did see her greet you, so I don't know. So now Angel's saying, well, I roofed through at the airport and it was like I was a see-through sheet. I mean, it's like they didn't see me, didn't feel me, didn't greet me. And so then we see flashes of everybody being like, hi, Angel, at the airport. So now Angel's trying it.
Like the boombox's batteries are running out.
Yeah, the
so
pianist is
like,
exhausted. Like,
it's like It's like the auditions at Crappy Lake. So Kierna is like, at this point, I came to have a great time. I'm like, did you, Kierna? Because you've been scowling the entire time. Do you remember you like having like a snit at the bottom of the yacht while everyone else was dancing? Just, and I intend to have a great time, and I can't get into it. Angel's like, yeah, we're gonna get ready for dinner, so I gotta get pumping. I'm a new mommy. And Jassie's like, yeah, we're gonna have a great time. Whoever doesn't have a good time shouldn't be trusted. Oh my God, you know we're having a great time? Therapy with Darius. So now everyone's getting ready for dinner, and they're like, where's Tia? So now we have the scene. Normally, one thing I hate when they go on vacation is when they have this obligatory moment where everyone has to FaceTime their husband, their boyfriend, or their children at home. Like, I don't care about this. Why do we have to sit and watch people FaceTime people who aren't even on the show? But this one turned out to be great because it was Tia, and it was hilarious. So Tia, she first she like calls her daughter to wish her happy birthday, and she's like, "Hey, you're having a good birthday so far." She's like, "Yeah, okay, well, I love you, and I was thinking of you, and I wish I was with you. Just kidding, I'm in paradise. Bye-bye." So then she talks about how she felt she never misses any of her children's birthdays, and but then she came to realize that actually her kids don't really care anymore. So she's
like, fun fact. When 2 years ago, when the Queen died, no flight could take off. And I was like, well, I was crying because I've never missed her birthday. But now I realize she didn't need me and the dead Queen did. So I chose to be there for the dead Queen over my daughter. And I've done it ever since.
So then she's like, "Could you put Nathaniel on, please?" Which is her son. And so he gets on. She's like, "Babe, I just got your text message. What happened? Why would you say you want to be adopted and leave me? Why would you want to leave me?" It's like, "Because I hate this family, bro." Oh. Well, that makes two of us, but what else is new?
What happened? Who upset you? Everybody upset me. Oh, Nathaniel's the most needy out of all of my children, and the poor boy. He's the only boy in the house. He's like, they started telling me to clean up, and literally when it was my birthday, no one else cleaned up except for me. So you want to be adopted because they asked you to clean up? Rob says the kids are too soft because he grew up in Southside Chicago. Well, I don't know how hardened he wants them to be. We live in the suburbs.
He's like, "Yeah, I didn't even get to relax at home." Oh, so if somebody adopts you, what happens to you and I? I mean, I don't know. Well, I wouldn't be okay with that, babe, because I need to see you every day.
But I'm not seeing you now. Well, I know, and I'm sorry, but I'll be back on Sunday, so I do feel bad about not being there. But just make sure you don't get adopted before Sunday, because I'll miss you too much. All right. Love you. Don't get adopted. Goodbye.
I thought this was such a funny contrast to like Emily, because Emily has been complaining on Orange County that her son is like very needy and calls her all the time, but every time she's like, "Luke, don't do like, okay, like, God, I feel bad. I just feel so bad because he needs me so much." And Tia's like, "Okay, well, listen, I'm on vacation, so I'm going to humor you for about 3 more minutes and then I'm getting off the phone."
I don't blame you for wanting to get adopted, but let Mummy help you find a good home. Don't just go willy-nilly on Craigslist and find someone with a white van, all right?
Don't trust your father on these affairs. I'll get you on the phone with an adoption agency as soon as I get back on Sunday.
It's time for a commercial. It's time for a Crappens commercial.
So now they go to eat. And we get to hear them order their food. And Stacy is getting wahoo. And she goes, "Is that a fish? Oh, have that." Tia's like, "No, it's a catch from the field."
I did love Stacy asking what the catch of the day is, and then her saying, "Is that a fish?" She's like, "I don't know. I'm pescatarian, so I'll have the catch of the day." So then Stacy's like, "Kay, we don't talk, so I'm asking because, I don't know, but are you and Greg back together?" She's like, "Yeah, we're back together." "Oh, that's awesome. That's good to hear." And Giselle's like, "Well, I didn't know y'all weren't talking." Ah.
And Kierna says, "Well, we're in a good cordial space. I thought we had some good chit-chat." Stacy's like, "Oh, did we chit-chat? Because you slept for both flights. You didn't speak at all during the flight. There was no chit-chat." from you. Okay, well, I did sleep, but then I woke up, remember, and I asked you for gum. And then you asked me about
So now they're
Angel.
on top.
She goes, oh, you're right, you did ask me for gum. Oh, you've got gum now. Well, we are making some progress.
I love that for Kierna, that now count. Like Kierna, who's been like coming for Stacey since the beginning of the season. Now the fact that there was a request for gum, it's like, oh, now we're good. We're good. She asked about gum.
So na here comes Angel to try another number. Angel's like, well, what were you concerned with about me, regarding me? Why would you ask about me? And Stacey's like, well, I asked how you were okay and how you were getting acclimated. She goes, well, I'm doing really well. And the best way to get to know me is just to have a conversation with me. Oh, for fuck's sake, Angel. Jesus, you've got the Kierna disease. The woman is not attacking you.
Yeah. And Kierna's like, actually, I thought you were being very sincere, and that's why I said, like, we had a chit-chat, because, like, you said we didn't talk, but we actually did talk. It's like, okay, Kierna, it's not like a literal, like, have you had conversations? It's like you guys don't talk like that. You guys don't get deep because you guys are in a beef right now. So Angel's like, I think it's a mixed bag.
This whole show is trying to explain things to Kierna that she doesn't get. Really, if you think about it.
It really is. So Angel's like, I think it's a mixed bag of support from the ladies, and I will say that like maybe one or two reached out to get to know me, but as far as like really wanting to get to know me, I don't feel that energy from them. Yeah, but you're the newbie. It's like it's up to you to get to know the other people. It's like when Phaedra was telling fucking Britt, like you have to go and like you have to make overtures towards the veterans, unless you have the ability to be like someone like Bronwyn on SLC, who just is like, I'm going to come in and you can't, like, if you try to come for me, I'm going to like shut you down, but she's not like that. So most newbies have to go and kind of kiss some rings a little bit.
And the person who is asking about you out of concern, you're being a jerk to right now for asking and being concerned about you. So I wouldn't want to get to know you either. Yeah. So she tells them, I'm not the most talkative person when I don't know people, but I'm getting around to talking more, if that makes sense. And Tia says, well, I feel like I rarely see you two speak, Angel and Wendy, so I don't know that I've ever seen you speak, actually. So have you ever spoken? Well, they went to school together. I'm queuing this up for Wendy. Remember how you went to school together?
They went to school together. Wendy famously graduated in 2006. And when did Angel graduate again? And here it is. I've tossed the ball into the air, and now you can take your racket in the back and hit it across the net.
But even today, I've seen you pass with not even a couple of words, or am I making that up? And Angel says, no, you're not making it up. Well, I think it's pretty uncomfortable. The last time we were all together at Kay's house. Yeah, Angel says, I felt attacked. I felt it. She felt attacked. I felt attacked. Oh, this drink is so strong. Why is this drink so strong? So it's like, how do you feel that you were attacked? And Angel says, because to me, I felt the question was unnecessary. Flashback to Wendy calling out Angel being different at the store versus at Kay's house.
Right. Yes. So Wendy's like, oh, so again, like, I don't think that you can use such verbiage and say that I attacked you when I didn't attack you. I asked you a simple question. So I just consistently feel as though, like, when it comes to me, you use these certain terms to weaponize anything I do or say. And it just seems like a concerted effort to try to villainize me. I'm like, which is funny because you were trying to villainize Angel at that moment. Like, Angel basically like squashed something with her friend. And you're like, really? Because Wendy did ask a question. So maybe the word attack is a bit too loaded and like too much. And there's a lot of layers that go into, these situations on this show. But that being said, Wendy asked that question to be like, well, you're being fake. You're trying to reopen whatever wound that they were patching up. So
Wendy started it. Wendy totally started it for no reason. A simple, innocent
question. Yeah. You were being messy, Wendy.
Yeah, Wendy started it.
You did.
Yeah.
And so but Wendy's so good at this too. She's like, oh, okay. So now I just seems like a concerted effort to try to villainize me. And so again, that's my position on it. And if I could be very honest, Angel, I don't think it was just Stacey that said your energy was off today. Maybe you don't know it, but just doesn't seem as though you're excited about us. You can't act like, you cannot act like the victim to Angel right now. You guys not like you guys came for Angel at like sort of out of left field at that brunch. And now you guys are queuing up to come after her again. You've already come after her a little bit today. And you know that you guys are going to just destroy her this entire trip because she's weaker than you all. And so the fact that like Wendy is turning it around like, what seems like you don't like us. It's like, of course not.
And
Of
this
course
is very staff meeting at Applebee's to the new person. Well, are you excited to be around the group? Do you even appreciate working at Applebee's? Are you a good apple? I don't see you have a lot of enthusiasm to be here as you dust the pictures. It's like, oh, for Christ's sake. Angel says, okay, look, I'm just even keeled. And okay, here's my vulnerability. It's hard for me to reach out to someone new. Okay, that's hard for me. I was just vulnerable. Okay, guys.
That was not vulnerable at all. Now by the way, Angel is full of bullshit too. Let's not look like when she did patch things up very quickly with Kierna, that was a little suspect. So it's not like Angel is in fact a perfect angel herself, but like Wendy kind of acting like she was just innocently asking a question just to get some insight about Angel's motivations was like, that's also.
Well, I think the whole chin check thing, it's like if you decide to forgive your friend for the chin check thing, the chin check thing was so stupid anyway. I think Angel's like, I'm not fighting over the term chin check. Like, how far do I have to take this?
Yeah.
You know? So she got out of that. I didn't see a problem with that. I think if Angel's being a snot to anybody is to Stacy for no reason. She doesn't know this lady. She's being fucking rude to her. She's still being rude to her to this day. And Stacy's been nothing but nice to her. But Stacy's not going to argue with her. So everybody else is trying to come after her for all this other stuff that she didn't do. So I think she's pretty much innocent on the other stuff. But I think she's being an asshole to Stacy, but we're not talking about that. So Giselle doesn't care. She's just going to start a fight out of nowhere because they can't seem to do it, right? They've been trying all episode. No one can have a decent argument. So Giselle brings out the big guns. Okay, but can we talk about social media? Because I've been confused. So you've been in the group and we've seen you with these faces and we've seen you with these posts. And Tia, I saw you post and then I saw another girl. And Angel, I did not know it was you in these pictures. Like, I felt straight catfished. Like, I don't know who this person is. And everybody's like hiding their face and groaning. And she goes, I'm sorry, but I'm being dead serious. I don't know who that is. And Angel's like, that particular picture is not filtered. And then we see the picture
filtered.
and it's like,
it's not filtered. It's just a completely different picture. That's why it's a picture of someone else. It's an unfiltered picture of a different person. So Ashley's like, yeah, I saw it today. And I was like, She's like, no, well, it's a picture I took a little while ago. And he's like, well, she had a baby 19 months ago. So then, like I said, the picture's not filtered at all. It's like, not filtered, babe. That's not you. No, it is. It's super duper me. It's definitely me.
No, I'm down with filters. Wendy is the queen of filters. Okay. Wendy's like, whoa, wait.
Wait a second. We're supposed to be on the same side here. I'm just saying, I saw your page and none of those pictures look like that woman here.
Well, to say that I would edit a picture to look completely unlike myself, that is taking it to the next level. And there's some ladies at the table who were laughing right along with her and so insecure about their appearance that they had to run to the operating table to make themselves look like a permanent Instagram filter. So there. Oh, don't be surgery shaming on the Real Housewives, ma'am. Okay? Because you will be sitting in that chair.
You may be right, but don't be shaming.
Yeah, you will be sitting there very soon, I'm sure.
Yes. And Stacey's like, well, it happens to the best of us. We pick up our phones, we start editing, and I just think, I don't know, she may have continued a little tweak here, a little tweak there, and then you're all tweaked out and you're literally a different person. But she looked amazing. You got to give it to her. So then they're just still like harping on it. Like, it doesn't look like you. It doesn't look like you. And Kieran's like, yeah, because like quite a few people at this table got some pictures that don't look like you at all. Okay. Like, what are we even talking about here? The photo definitely resembles Angel. It does not. It's like her same face. Like, this is the Angel that I know. And I'm like trying to figure out where this drastic change of imagery is that she's talking about. Because like in this case, like we all maybe look a little bit different. Like, Kieran, you cannot be serious. This is not Angel. It's not.
So Angel says, this isn't the Attack Me show. And Wendy's like, okay, wow, understand why I was irritated that she got mad at me because I questioned her tone, but look what they're doing. Look what they're doing. So your energy, even all that you're doing with you, all of this, your energy to me is so different. So I asked you a question at Kay's house and it led to you attacking me and you kept going on about at Preak-Ness. And when you're doing what you're doing right now continues to prove my point because Giselle is sitting here telling you that the person you purport yourself to be in in person is not who you purport yourself to be on social media. I'm going to say purport another time until you get it. So then your demeanor is completely different. She hasn't even had a time to react to this. Give me a break, Wendy. Oh my God. They're just all throwing so much bullshit at Angel. Like, and Angel can't handle it.
I don't think that Wendy is totally off base on this one. I do think that like Wendy does have a point. Like Angel is way too Angel definitely has different energy for Wendy. I do wonder if it's a context thing in terms of, you know, at the brunch, Wendy came out of left field and was like, you know, Angel was trying to do what I think Angel thought she was trying to do the mature thing in that moment. And Wendy came and was trying to basically dismantle it. And like Angel was like very upset about that. Whereas here, Angel is like definitely fudged her appearance on social media. So she's trying to be all like nicey to be like, no, it was very real. Like she's like, I think that's maybe why she had a different persona, but we cannot deny that there's other subtext going on here. And I think that Wendy kind of has a point. Like still at the same time, Giselle is basically calling you like a fake, like saying like you are a faker. And Angel is way more chill with Giselle than she is with Wendy.
Well, they're two different situations. I mean, Wendy was trying to start a fight with her and Kierna last week over the whole, well, you know what she said she was going to tell you off and now she's not telling you off. And so, like trying to butt in her business and trying to start a fight with her and her friend.
With a dear friend.
I think they had been coming at her that whole party too. And Wendy just turned on her for no reason, like came up with this for no reason to start a fight. So I have no problem with Angel's energy towards Wendy. I think that she was completely right to be like, what the fuck are you talking about? And this Giselle thing, she's denying it, but it's Instagram photos. It's like, I don't know. Wendy,
I guess this
is always Wendy's thing. It's like you don't ever give me the same energy as you give everyone else. It's Wendy's thing every season, which she's the biggest victim out of everybody. I guess even though she's sitting here starting the fight.
I mean, I think you hit on something, which is that Wendy is trying to meddle in the initial one. Wendy is trying to interfere in a relationship that is like between two friends, versus Giselle just trying to, you know, be, you know, shady about your Instagram. So there could be kind of a different weight on how that's received. So like I sort of understand why Angel may have a different approach, but also I do think that in this case Wendy does have a bit of like a leg to stand on, because the truth is that Giselle is coming for Angel also, and Angel is not bucking up in the same way as she is for Wendy. So
yeah, but I'm not going to give Wendy that, because Wendy is the one starting the fights. Like Wendy is starting fights with her, and then she's mad at how she responds. It's like, well, why are you responding worse than you're starting at Giselle? You're starting a fight for no reason. You're coming after her for no reason. I have no problem with someone smacking you down for that. It's fair. So it's her choice how she responds to different fights. You're both coming at her for no reason, and it's her choice to respond. You don't get to start a fight with somebody and then get mad because they're not as mad at somebody else for starting a fight. I don't know. I think Wendy's just being an asshole and she's grasping at straws.
Well, Wendy is... Actually, I don't think she's grasping at straws. I think what she's doing is she smells blood in the water. And again, she just sees someone who's weak, and she knows that she can put Angel on defense with this, and Angel falls for it, basically. Yeah. So Wendy is going to dismantle her.
Yeah, you know? And she doesn't even care about the reaction to Giselle. None of this is real. She's teaming up with Giselle to make Angel mad. You know, she's tag teaming with Giselle.
Yeah, that's really ultimately what this is all about.
She's trying to make it so adept at she's really tag teaming.
She's so adept at like she can just like carve out anyone. Like Wendy is so good at this, right? And she's like, and what you're doing right now continues to prove my point, because she's saying, like, she's telling you that this person that you purport to be purport, etc. And Angel's like, what? I have the right to have a different demeanor, and you do, but want you to know that this is how it's been peeped at, that you come at me in a certain way. And when we were at Kay's house, you know, Kay said, do you even like that lady? She called me that lady. And we see a flashback to Kay saying that. And Wendy's like, and that exposed both of y'all. And they're basically saying, like, you guys have been having conversations about Wendy behind Wendy's back, and that's what that was exposed. As if like Wendy and Giselle have not been having conversations about everyone on this cast.
Yeah. And so Angel says, did she tell me something about you because she had a problem? Yes, she did. Okay, well, it's clear, even with Jazzy, that she's been talking about me for a while now. And Kierna's like, oh my God, it's always semantics. But I don't know what.
That doesn't apply here. That's fine.
Kierna. So now, are you good? Are you good? Well, I'm always good. Well, are you good? Well, I'm good. And Tia's like, Well, as long as we all stay open to moving forward, I guess. I don't know what anybody's talking about still.
Okay, well, let's move on to another thing. I guess we'll start another. It turns out that trying to start a fight with Angel is really not that interesting. So how about we go to Stacy? So Giselle, I thought you did such a good job giving everybody customized robes, and I did go to Stacy's room and I noticed that her robe was very large and fit her quite well, I'd like to add, and did not have a name, and her bag didn't even have a name on, and that didn't have a name on it either. Do you care to explain and wish to fight with Stacy now?
Also, I thought it was odd that my card was empty. Well, you actually weren't even supposed to get a card. So that was a mistake on production's part. Because I'm confused as to who you are.
You don't know my name.
Well, I know your name, but it was a little bit more symbolic from the person that I met last year to the person that's been around this year. But I've been confused, Stacy. It's been different with you and me. I don't understand Angel's face, and I don't understand your personality. You're all blank cards to me.
Well, I think it has been different. It's beyond me that you hold the standard for me, that you know that I have to show who I am and I need to be accountable. I mean, you guys always are talking about my relationship. Why don't we talk about yours, Giselle? You have a whole man. His name is Sean, and he played in the NFL. And then Jassie's like, come on, wag. They're like excited, like there's another wag in the group.
Oh, now she can welcome you into the wags. The wags. What a group.
Stop playing, okay? Everyone look, it's real. His name is Sean Springs, and he played in the NFL. So then, of course, Jazzy is like, oh, let me text Darius right now. He's my fiance, and he's an NFL player. He might know. Hold on.
Well, that's not a boyfriend. That's a date. Well, that's not what the streets are saying. What street? The streets. You know the streets. They were in your tagline multiple seasons.
It's the things that Arabella plays on. So Kira's like, well, was he the one on the half, or the whatever, or like the 1.5 guy? Because then we see a flashback to when they talked about Giselle's love life and everything. This is, I think Giselle is allowed to date and say that she's still single, but I still appreciate Stacey trying to go there, because this is what Giselle does to people all the time. So why not put Giselle in the hot spot, because she hates to talk about her personal life.
And she still doesn't. She's still not going to talk about it. So Stacey is like, okay, Ashley, what's going on with this? So Ashley says that they met each other at a birthday party, and, that's it. And he was wearing a nice Fendi sweater. Correct. And Wendy says, yes. She loves a man with designer, and he's very intellectual, and they went on a couple of dates, and they're still dating. And so Giselle's like, well, if I'm around anyone, these girls assume that this is my boyfriend, and he's going to be my fiancé, and he's going to be my husband, and that's not how life works.
Well, I think that before Stacy goes prodding into Giselle's business, that she should come clean about who she's been doing in her time, right? So think about that. How? I'm just kidding.
So then Ashley is like,
so how many of us have been with NFL players at least on one date here at the table?
Which, it's funny because Stacy did not even realize. Stacy thought she was going to be calling Giselle out, but she doesn't even realize that she has set up her own moment to be used against her, which is great, because Ashley's going to do it right now. Oh, just a straw poll real quickly. Who here has dated an NFL player? Just asking out of the blue for no good reason.
Everybody at this table, well, maybe not Wendy, and Kay's not raising her hand, and Ashley's like, Stacy, you're not raising your hand. And she's like, well, I'm checking my wet and wavy. I'm not really listening to Ashley. Sorry. And Ashley's like, well, that's convenient. She goes, what are you talking about? Oh, yes, Stacy, very convenient. Yeah, very convenient that you're checking your wet and wavy right now when I'm asking about NFL players.
And I like that Wendy just turns to Stacey and goes, oh, yeah, they're about to drop a dime on your ass. She's like, here it comes. Because, when Giselle and Ashley start doing this the whole bit, it's like, oh, no. So Stacey's like, well, I don't know what you're talking about. Is there something that you want to share?
So my homegirl told me that you reached out to her to try to get close to somebody that many of us at this table have met and know. And they're like, wait, is that the person I just said? Well, you've met him. Okay, here's some hints. He played on the former Redskins team. And Wendy's just starts screaming.
Jesse's like, Chris Samuels? Oh my God, you were trying to date Chris Samuels. And Stacey's like, what?
I have a hard
That's
time
where it's left
believing
off.
this. Do you think she was trying to date Chris Samuels?
And even, I don't think so. And even if she were, is there something wrong with that? Like, she doesn't have any relationship with Monique at all, right? They're separated by many years. I don't think there's, like, I don't think this is an infraction of girl code. But we'll see. We shall see. Chris
Time will
Samuels
tell.
is back.
Silly episode.
Well, fun times. It was a hilarious episode. I was cracking up. Ronnie, always wonderful to see you. And we will see everyone later today for some Amazon Live. See you there.
Everybody. Thanks for being here. We'll talk to you later. Bye.
Bye.
Pepper can't have a meal without the Emily sides.
Who, what, why, where, and Gwen Pentland.
Let's go into the woods with Guy Tubbs.
It's our queen. It's Queen Latifah.
Nobody holds a candle to Jamie Kendall. Hail the cork master, the master of the cork, Jennifer Corcoran. We got our wish, it's Jen Plish. She's not harsh, she's Jill Hirsch. My favorite Murdo, Karen McMurdo.
She's a total knockout. It's Katie Manock.
We love him madly, it's Kyle Pod Shadley. In the study with a candlestick, it's Leslie Peacock. Gee, it's Lisa H. We're ride or die for Lisa Ryder Barron. She's a whiz, it's Liz Sarthy. Always killing it, it's Lola Alkalani.
The incredible edible Matthews sisters. She eases our woes. It's Melissa St. Rose. There's a chance of meatballs. It's Rebecca Cloud.
Maximum love for Sandy Maximoska. She's the queen bee, it's Sarah Lemke.
We cannot tell a lie. It's Sarah Telefson.
Shannon, out of a cannon, Anthony. Please don't stop, it's Soli and Pop. Let's take off with Tamla Plain.
We're obsessed doll with Tessa V.
She ain't no shrinking Violet Kuchar. We love you guys.